Hello everybody and welcome back to another tasting video. We're looking at some more Japanese snacks and these are ordered from Nipponshop.com. Link will be down in the description as always. And again, we're going to do this as an all-in-one through video. So we're starting off with some savoury snacks and then moving on to the sweet. Again, some familiar brands with these. A lot of the snacks do come from the same brands. So we'll start off with the big bag of edamame flavoured potato crisps. In the previous video I did of this brand, I forget what it was called, we had gyoza flavoured snacks. And they were sort of chicken and vegetable flavoured gyoza, I think. They were quite nice. Ooh. Very hard seal on that one. I remember the last one was also quite difficult to open. But I'm just going to snip the top off, make it a bit easier. And what we have on the top, it says Kurosaki Chamame potato chips. So I think it's black salted edamame. I don't know. Either way, these ones are crinkle cut. The last ones were just regular, but these are a thicker, ruffly kind of chip. So let's give them a go. Ooh. They do smell like edamame. Just a little. Let's try it. They're quite soggy. I don't know if it's just in the way it's been sealed or whether they're meant to be like this, but they taste slightly stale. Like the texture on them is a bit too... it's not crisp. Yeah, there's kind of like a slight sogginess to the texture. But they do taste like edamame. So yeah, quite salty. They've definitely been salted quite a bit. Not a lot, not a huge amount, but yeah, you can taste the edamame flavour. It has that kind of fresh, watery snap to it. Like edamame, they have like a distinct kind of juice to them, if that makes sense. Bean juice. And you can taste that in there. Ooh. So the flavour's pretty good. I mean, if you're a fan of edamame, which I am, I love a bit of edamame in my salads. I love a bit of edamame in my curry and my stir fries and things like that. It's just a nice little bit of texture. But speaking of texture, I don't know. I don't know whether there was something wrong in my pack, like the way it's been sealed. But yeah, they just don't have... they don't have that satisfying crunch that a nice crinkle cut crisp should. They're a little bit too soggy. So I'm just going to wrap this up for now. I'll finish those later. It's a very big bag though. I mean, like, make no mistake, that's a big bag, and even if you factor in the amount of air that it's packaged with, that's still a good amount of crisps. So next we're going to move on to more familiar brands, and we're going to come in with Calbee. Now this is a special edition flavour. We've got some nice traditional Japanese artwork on the front here. Very nice looking. We've got like our guys at the bottom here. I think they're meant to be fishermen or something. They're trawling the sea either way. And there's a little bit of a blurb on the back here. I'm pretty sure that's the artist. I can't read the Japanese attached to it, but I'm pretty sure the kanji that's mentioned here is for paintings and like art and painting. So I think this is like a little blurb about like architecture and the artist and something. But to get on with it, the actual flavour itself, it's a 30th anniversary special edition flavour, and it is soy sauce, vintage soy sauce flavour. Here it is. So let's get on with. Oh, as soon as I opened it, there was just, ooh, that's a nice strong smell. Very umami, very rich, very concentrated. We've got typical potato crisp here. They're very curly. There's one thing I notice with a lot of the Calbee basic chips, like I say basic chips to mean like just this sort, is that they tend to be a lot curlier than chips or crisps that I see here in the UK. I don't know if that's something to do with the cooking technique or whether it's just like a quality control thing, but I don't know. Anyway, enough rambling on. Let's taste. Okay. So yeah, it's a nice sort of savoury umami flavour. Not as strong as I'd normally associate with soy sauce. But it's definitely very nice. It's got like the salty flavour, the sort of like the briny kind of flavour to it. It's almost kind of meaty, but very, very crunchy, which is sorry, something just randomly fell off my desk there. Yeah, it's very, very crunchy, which tends to be quite typical of the Calbee crisps. Now that's the kind of crunch I want from those guys, from the edamame crisps. But yeah, very nice. The flavour is so good. Yeah, very saucy. I don't think that there's anything I can compare it to other than just like, well, it's like a nice rich, salty, umami sauce. Very nice. Okay, so we'll finish them later. So, sorry, things have fallen over. I don't know why that fell off my desk, it just did. Wasn't even near the edge. Okay, so we've got one more bag of crisps before we move on to other snacks. And this time we're going to the other major crisp brand, which is Koikea. And this is part of their pure potato range. They kind of have like two main ranges, which is pure potato and pride potato. I'm not really sure of the difference between them, if there is indeed one, but never mind. This is 5-star consomme flavour, And I know consomme flavour is something they do a lot in Japan. I'm not sure why it's such a popular flavour, but it's one that I like. So, again, as we've seen before with the koikea, they have like typical shaped crisps, but they're a lot thicker. But I don't know if I'd say a lot thicker, but actually, yeah. Yeah, the other ones are kind of like wafer thin slices, whereas this has got like maybe 2 millimeters on it, which doesn't sound like a lot, but in the realm of potato crisps, it can make all the difference. Ooh. Okay, so there's something a little extra to that, because like I've had a lot of the consomme flavoured snacks over the years doing this, some of which will probably never see the light of day because of the crash, but I think there's something a little extra to this. I can't quite put my finger on it. I'm just gonna have a look at the ingredients here, see if I can see anything. Okay, I'm seeing the kanji for meat. I'm not sure which one. Chicken powder. Yep, okay, so chicken powder, there's chicken flavour here. Beef, there's beef stock. There's cheese powder. And then, of course, onion. So yeah, there's a combination of a few different things in here. Chicken powder, beef stock powder, cheese powder, and onion. There's paprika. I wouldn't be surprised if there's some black pepper in there as well, but I can't really... Some kind of oil. Anyway, you get the idea. But yeah, it's really nice. So you've got like the brothy kind of flavour of like onion soup with a few little meaty additions to it. So yeah, very nice. Again, good texture. It's more of a snappy, crispy texture than the Calbee. These are very hard and crunchy. So it's like a crunch, 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 whereas that's kind of like a snap, crisp, crisp. And I don't know if that makes sense to describe, but that's like the difference between them in my head. Like crunchy is very solid and crunch, crunch, whereas crispy is very light and snappy and thin. If that makes sense. I don't know if it does. So, that's it for the crisps. I'm just going to take a quick pause to drink my coffee. Have coffee this time and not alcohol. I'm being responsible. Vaguely. So the next one is... Now, I don't think this has ever made it to the channel before, because I think the previous videos I recorded are in the crash. So this might be your first time seeing it. It might have been on an earlier video that slipped through, I don't know, I don't remember. But this is Glico's Cheesa brand, which is basically cheese biscuits. You get your biscuit mix, like your flour and your milk and whatever, and you mix that up, and then you grate the real cheese into the mix, and then you blend that up and press them into little wedge shaped crackers. So these are basically baked cheese slices with a few more ingredients, but that's essentially it. And this one is black pepper cheddar flavour. Now the ones I've had previous were smoked cheddar and I think 4 cheese flavour. So I'm just going to give a typical review on this. And it's kind of a sweetness to the smell. So I don't know if there's a little bit of sugar in the mix, I don't know. But here they are. They're like little wedges with holes in them, so they're like a cheese wedge, as it were. Yeah, quite sweet in smell. So let's give it a taste. I don't know if... I'm kind of doubting whether it is cheddar now, actually, because that doesn't taste like cheddar. Or at least... I'm sure this is a discussion I've had on the channel before, that American cheddar isn't the same as cheddar, as in like the cheese that was invented in the region of Cheddar here in the UK. So I don't know when Japan does their own cheddar cheese flavour, I think they're trying to emulate American cheddar. But yeah, no, that tastes really sweet. Like not candy sweet, but like for a cheese doesn't normally taste this sweet. Unless you're putting it in a cheesecake, but that's a completely different. I'm not really tasting the pepper. Oh, actually, now that I've just said that, I actually taste it. So what have we got? We've got natural cheddar. Natural cheddar? If that's what that says, I'm not sure what natural cheddar means, as opposed to cheddar that is made via a process. Yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, it's nice, but there's not a lot of like cheese flavour in it. Like what I would recognise as cheddar cheese is normally quite a strong flavour, but then I usually eat mature cheddar, so it's maybe it's just mild cheddar. I don't know. I don't remember the last time I had mild cheddar. I mean, it's good. You have a very crispy, crunchy texture, sort of like light, and I didn't really show the crisp actually. Let me just do that now. So so on the top it's just like a smooth cracker, but on the other side it has like these bubbles, you can see, and it has like a bubbly texture, I guess. And that's what creates sort of like the crispy, crunchy texture. I'm trying to think of another snack to compare it to, but I can't really think of anything right now. But yeah, it's nice. The pepperiness is very slight. It could do with having a bit more kick to the pepper. The cheese could be, to my taste at least, a bit stronger, a bit more mature. But yeah, what it is, pretty nice. Nice little crunchy snack, and it's like 25% off fat free. 25% fat free, or 25%, I don't know, 25% fat off. No, that's not how you say that. I don't know why that's confounding me so much, but either way, yeah, I enjoyed them. They're nice. Right, so I'm gonna try and wash my mouth out a little to cleanse off the savoury palate. Right, and we're moving on to the sweet. So this one, this is Lotte's Sasha chocolate lattice. Now I've seen a few different flavours of these. One is with dark and white, one is with dark and matcha. I've gotten for strawberry. Try and open it now. Ooh! Oh, these are cute. I didn't think they'd be so tiny. Look, so tiny. So they're kind of like little crisscrossing stripes of the different flavors, and it goes right through to the other side as well. That's crisscrossed as well. So yeah, let's see what they're like. I'm expecting a kind of crumbly texture to them. Oh, smells good. Yeah, a very chocolatey, strawberry smell. I know I've tasted like something like this before. I'm just gonna give it a little snap open. Yeah, they're just kind of like little threads. Can't really see very well, doesn't really focus. No, but they're kind of like strands which are crisscrossed over each other. And there's a few little bits of white in the middle there. I don't know if they're meant to be milk chocolate or just like milk. But, alright, time to taste. Okay. Very chocolate heavy. The strawberry is kind of like an aftertaste. The texture is somewhat crumbly. Trying to think. There's there's no point in trying to say what it reminds me of, because it reminds me of a chocolate bar that was discontinued when I was like 8 years old. So we're talking like over 30 years ago, so I don't think anyone actually watching this channel would remember anything from that long ago. I'm going to try another one all in one piece, just to get a second opinion on the flavour, as it were. So yeah, you can see there's a lot more white in the bottom of this one. Again, I don't know if it's white chocolate or just white cream, but here we go. It does take a while for the flavour to actually kick in, to be honest. It takes a few seconds of chewing for you to actually get a flavour, but yeah, it's quite chocolate forward, with the strawberry being an aftertaste. But the strawberry is very nice and sweet and creamy. It has that kind of like strawberry milkshake flavour. I'm just seeing if I can pick anything out with regards to what flavour the white is supposed to be, but I don't think I can, no. So yeah, that is it for Sasha. And I'm going to finish off with something which I have done on the channel before, but in one of my very early videos, probably a tofu cute one. And we don't do tofu cute very often because they don't get a lot of exclusive stuff. But this is How do I pronounce these again? Is it Kanoko Neko? Bamboo shoots. Remember, those are the originals, chocolate bamboo shoots. So they're like little biscuits shaped like bamboo shoots and then covered in chocolate. Well, these ones are actually made with white chocolate and Okinawan brown sugar. Now, I love me some brown sugar. Brown sugar milk tea, brown sugar mochi, brown sugar cake, all that stuff. It's all good. So this one is going back to a classic with a new flavour. It says open there. Oh, yep. There we go. Oh, that smells so good. Just the smell of brown sugar is just, oh, it's amazing. So there it is. Has like a brown, dark, sort of like, I'm assuming chocolate biscuit, unlike the regular biscuit of the other ones, and then sort of like a creamy beige coating on the top. So here we go. Oh yes, very good. It's a very strong caramelly kind of flavour, almost like there's almost like a licorice kind of taste to it. If you're not familiar with brown sugar, if you're familiar with brown sugar, then you'll already know what it tastes like, because it just tastes like brown sugar. But yeah, there's just like again, very strong caramel, slightly licoricey, kind of like herby almost, like earthy flavour. It's just very nice, very nice. It's not even overly sweet. Like, yeah, it's sweet because it's chocolate biscuit, so, you know, but, well, a brown sugar chocolate biscuit. But it doesn't taste like overwhelmingly sweet or sickly sweet or anything like that. It's just really, really nice. Brings out sort of like the natural flavour of the brown sugar. Yes, they are really nice, and I'm glad for that, because a lot of these ones, you've got these ones, the bamboo shoot ones, and then the same sort of brand, you've got the mushroom ones, the Koneko no Neko, or whatever they're called, I forget, but they have a tendency to be rather bland with just the basic chocolate ones. But when they do like little twists on the flavour like that, it's really good. Because at some point, I think the mushroom ones, the Koneko ones, did a mystery flavour which turned out to be lemon cheesecake flavour. Really, really nice. So it's just nice to see special little spins on the old classic. And again, as I've mentioned, and probably in the previous version of this video, that a lot of the stuff that we get is limited edition. So that would be a limited edition flavour. Like the original ones, the original bamboo shoots, the original Koneko mushrooms, they would be sort of like the standard all year round ones. But then the special editions are just a nice little bit of extra variety every so often. So yes, that is it for this one. That's our visit to Japanese snacks from Nipponshop. Link in the description as always. And while you're down there, why not leave a comment and maybe drop a like and subscribe as well. And let me know if there's anything else you'd like me to do on the channel, games, videos, other taste tests, or if you just want to ask a question or say hello, then let me know down below. It's nice to know that I'm not alone out here. So until next time, thank you for joining me, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.